The morning Lila turned 7, the sun put a golden sticker on her window and the breeze hummed a tiny song. Lila tied her polka dot sneakers and tucked her favorite tool into her pocket, a pencil shaped like a lightning bolt. For sketching ideas, she told her cat, Marmalade, who purred like toast. Lila loved making plans that helped people. She made a share your snacks basket for the playground and drew maps for lost beetles. Today she had a bigger wish, a parade where every kid in Brightbrook could march their kindness down Main Street. At the park's fountain, Lila whispered, "I wish for a kindness parade." Plink went a coin. It didn't sink. It rose like a bubble and turned into a tiny, shining ladder that stretched up and tickled a drifting cloud. "Cloud ladder," Lila breathed. The cloud's edges twinkled like dimples. Up she climbed, Marmalade tucked in her backpack. On the cloud, a puffy, pearly door appeared with a raindrop knob. She knocked, PF. It opened to a bright room with walls that changed colors. A chalkboard floated kindness, parade permissions. "Welcome," said a voice that rustled like clean laundry. A woman of mist glided in. Ms. Nimbus, keeper of good weather and good ideas. "I want to make a kindness parade," Lila said. "Wonderful goals need wonderful planning," Ms. Nimbus replied. "Borrow gentle weather by completing 3 helpful tasks." Ms. Nimbus waved, and 3 drawings appeared. A sagging garden, a lonely bell, and a tangled kite string. "Task 1, said Ms. Nimbus, "help the tired garden." Back down the ladder ran Lila to the library garden. Sunflowers drooped and the sprinklers were silent. A stick jammed the hose like a cork. Lila waved down Jonah and Priya, heroes needed. Jonah steadied the hose. Priya pried the stick with a twig lever. 1, 2, 3. Together they freed it. Spurt, water sprinkled ankles. The sunflowers lifted. Mrs. Pennington clapped and handed Lila seed packets. The latter chimed. Ms. Nimbus appeared. "Task 1. Complete task 2, said Ms. Nimbus. "Cheer up the bell." They found the old school bell in the museum yard. Birds perched there, but nobody rang it anymore. Lila chalked stars. Jonah polished, Priya tied a ribbon to the rope. Still silent. "Who is it for?" asked Lila. "For news," the guide said. "Long ago, the bell told the town when help was needed. Then let it ring for kindness," Lila said. She wrote, "Ring if you're ready to help," and propped the sign by the rope. "May we test it? Be my guest." Lila tugged bong. A buttery sound poured over Brightbrook. Doors opened. "What do you need?" called the baker. "Where can I help?" asked the bus driver. Lila pointed to a list of small jobs. People hurried off smiling. The bell hummed, "Not lonely anymore." "Task 2, complete," said Ms. Nimbus. "Task 3, untangle the kites." On Windy Hill, strings crossed like spaghetti, Lila stood on a bench. "Pause, we'll make sky lanes. Red kites first, then blue, then green. Count to 20 between groups. Walk clockwise." She drew arrows. Jonah planted flags. Priya zipped along, loosening knots. The wind listened. Kites rose neatly, tails painting loops. Marmalade batted a ribbon. A tiny kid frowned at a huge knot. "Try 1 loop at a time," Lila said. They worked gently until the knot sighed free. The kid grinned. Ms. Nimbus clapped without thunder. "Task 3, complete. You've earned 1 ribbon of dependable sunshine and a pocket-sized breeze." Parade day arrived with a bright, friendly sky. Lila's sash kindness captain fluttered as the band tuned kazoos. The bell rang a warm hello. Children lined up with baskets of books for the little free library, seed boxes for sidewalk planters, and jars labeled "Spare buttons, take 1, leave 1." The parade stepped forward. Neighbors waved from stoops. The baker handed out cinnamon sugar spirals shaped like commas. Jonah and Priya carried a banner. We can help. The cloud ladder floated above like a ribbon, a promise waiting in the blue. At town square, Lila climbed a milk crate. Kindness isn't only big, she said into a squeaky microphone. It's small things done together. Freeing a hose, ringing a bell, untangling a knot, sharing a cookie, saving a seat. If you have a helpful idea, try it. If you need help, ring the bell. Marmalade meowed as if seconding the speech. Ms. Nimbus, invisible to most, raised to misty thumbs. The band burst into a clattery song. The garden wagon overflowed with seedlings. Children traded stamps and stories. Lila looked up at the friendly cloud. It winked and drifted on, searching for the next town that needed a ladder. That night, Lila taped her sash above her bed and set her pencil beside it. Tomorrow, she told Marmalade, we'll plan the Help Your Homework Club. The breeze whooshed softly through the curtains like applause. Brightbrook slept, held together by tiny knots, untangled, and little bells answered, while the cloud ladder waited outside, gleaming like a stairway for ideas.